Make a motion to approve the attached fee schedule for Sweat Law Office for 2022.
I'll second that. Supervisor Lawson motion, Chairperson Dare second. Any deliberation?
I'd like to say I'm still not that keen on the fact that, some of his costs aren't spelled out directly about litigation and arbitrations, not being a set amount.
As a point to the board, just as an FYI, any arbitration hearing that was done in, at least in the last several years, has always been outside counsel, and a separate labor attorney, just something to keep consideration of. Any other comments? Okay, roll call please.
Mr. Trax?
Yes.
Mr. Huskin?
Yes.
Ms. Dupree?
No.
Mr. Lawson?
Yes.
Ms. Dare?
Yes. Next, approved fee schedule for the engineer.
I'll make a motion to set the approved fee schedule for the engineer that's in our packet.
Mr. Eskin motioned, any seconds?
I'll second the motion to set the fee schedule for the engineer.
Okay. Supervisor Trax second. Deliberation?
As I stated before, I'd like to sit down with him and see if he's going to negotiate on some of his fees, but he's not here now, so I'd like to see. I know there's motion on the table already.
Well,
My comment would be, I would like to review the attached fee schedule, put my input on it. I would like to see some of these permits and valuations different. The township needs more money. Even on the planning part, I think we need to pass an ordinance that a resident comes in, we'll give them a 1-hour desk meeting. After that, we're gonna put up an escrow. There's just too much money that we do and don't get paid for it.
so Rick, to your point, that we're still talking about exhibit 1 of the engineer fee
Yeah,
schedule.
but if you look in there, that's how he calculates his,
He does have his voting stuff.
building permits. My thought is I'd like to talk to him on that. I don't know how the township can get some of that money. We need the money for our stuff that isn't funded, like MS4, pond inspections, all the stuff is underfunded. I'd like to see what we can do on the permits, raising them in the township, keeping some of it. I'm not saying about Jamie's hourly rate.
Okay, so
I've
just,
worked with him enough, the hourly rate, okay.
I agree that, I hear your point, I just want to double confirm that we have on our agenda at the bottom of the agenda, approve, deny the 2022 fee schedule. You're talking about just the separate UTC fee schedule and the sewage enforcement fee schedule?
No. Like I said,
Or are you talking about the proposed fee schedule on all of,
oh, yeah, like, he gives you 30, like new construction, 37 cents gross. I'd like to talk to Jamie. I don't wanna be out of line, chasing anybody out of it. I'm not coming in here. But again, the township needs some of this money. I just think we need to massage it a little. We got a lot of new buildings coming in. I don't think a $50 bill or a $75 bill is gonna chase anybody away on a new house. But I gotta talk to Garrett or, Jamie and get his opinion, and I guess bounce it off Gary, what's legal, and then present it to the board again. That's what I'd like to do.
okay. So we have a motion on the table, and it was, Supervisor Eskin motioned and Supervisor Trax second. So, we can either run through that motion, or if, you know, I don't,
Do you want me to rescind the motion until we talk to Jamie?
you could say conditioned
Okay.
upon speaking with Harshman, that's,
I'll rescind my, motion to approve, the schedule fee for, the engineer until further notice.
okay,
I'll second.
okay. So does,
So if he does work in January, how's he gonna be paid? You, remember, you have three separate dollar issues. First are his hourly rates for all his people. The second are the UCC fee schedules for residential permits, commercial permits, and that goes to the revised fee schedule you're concerned about. And then the third is the sewage enforcement fee schedule.
We've
Yes.
already
We don't even know if
taken
we're
that
new.
out for now.
Can we, make a motion to approve exhibit 1?
Let's see, I still have I was only provided mine on the, I guess, the 30th at 4:30. So I haven't had a time, so all I did was go on multiple different websites of different communities and compare what his costs are to this township compared to what their costs in their townships are. And I'm kind of with Rick, and I don't know if the answer is just raising the cost of the fees for the resident. If, you know, if we are getting multiple housing developments, he is going to make it up on the back end on volume. I mean,
It's
And
all
I-
pass through though.
It
Most of his stuff is escrow.
so the issues that
I would recommend approving his fee schedule exhibit 1, because you can always bring that up and say, hey Sweat, hey Harshman, you wanna renegotiate?
So
And
we
if
can
the majority of the
renegotiate.
board says, yes, we wanna renegotiate, we have to come to the table.
Okay, so I just didn't know, this is my first meeting,
Yeah.
whether or not we were stuck with this fee schedule for the year, or we can renegotiate at any time.
If the majority of the board says we wanna renegotiate, it happens.
Okay,
Because we all serve it, all professionals serve at will.
okay.
So we approved the way it is with the understanding we're gonna lean on Jamie. And if the board decides that, and it might be modified or not.
Right.
Okay. I'll go along with that.
I will as well.
Okay, so we rescinded motion, so we still have this hanging out there, if any
You're back to
supervisor,
motion again.
yeah, if any supervisor would like to make a motion?
I'll make a motion to accept the fee schedule for Harshman Engineering as it's submitted today.
I will second that motion.
Okay. Supervisor Eskin motion, Supervisor Lawson second.